Welcome all to Subplot FNAF Theories, where we do theories, FNAF theories, and talk about gaming. So let's get ready, divers, and let's submerge. So what we're talking about here today is what is the timeline for all the games with FNAF. The reason I propose this is mainly because Secret of the Mimic, as it is a super prequel, to be honest. So it's an interesting thing what we're gonna talk about today. So we're safe to assume that Secret of the Mimic takes place in 1979, just from the trailer and from the end credits, and all of this just pointing to that. So I think it's pretty safe to be clear that Secret of the Mimic is in 1979, the earliest of the FNAF games. But next is a pretty confusing one, because we know Secret of the Mimic takes place in 1779, but we don't really know what game is after that, or it's a very confusing topic. But the main two theories that we currently know is that it's rather Five Nights at Freddy's 2 or not Sister Location, FNAF 4. But what I currently believe it is FNAF 4 with the crying child in FNAF 4 after the bite. But let's get back to the actual topic of today, which is the games. What I think is after FNAF 4 is Sister Location with Michael Afton. After that, I presume that it is FNAF Five Nights at Freddy's 2, FNAF 1, then I believe it's FNAF 3, then it is 6, FNAF 6 or Pizzeria Simulator. Then after that, it's like a pause or it's a good time skip. So it is now Help Wanted. Then it is Security Breach. Then it's Help Wanted 2. And then Ruin. That's the main consensus for the game timeline. But that's a quick summary of it. And with that summary is so incredibly brief because we're not even counting all the lore in the games. And with the lore, it proposes a lot of things with it. But hope everybody finds this useful at least. But hopefully everybody's watched my other content because I think my other content is pretty good. But if you've made it this far in my content, good for you. But anyway, I just have to keep on talking to fill out the time for this video, so I'll just keep talking about the game timeline. Just the game timeline. The one thing about the game timeline that is always a bit of surprise for me, or a bit of surprise, is that with Secret of the Mimic taking place before everything, and with the canon ending, which is probably the parachute ending that we know of, which is where the Mimic takes the plans or the blueprints for the Mimic itself, is that why doesn't kill Arnold? Because what we know, the M1 is infused with the agony from Edwin beating it. And then in that moment, it takes the data diver, which is pretty confusing for why it doesn't kill you, because that would seem like its direct purpose. But why does it take the schematics? That is a very interesting thing I think we should talk about more in the FNAF community. But if you've made it this far, congratulations. Nobody really sees this, but remember, divers, always be ready to submerge again.